A kid's book about periods. Hi, I'm Jess, and I'd like to talk to you about periods. You might be asking yourself, what's a period? I'm glad you asked. Before we get to the answer, I'll tell you about the first time I got my period. I was 11 years old in the bathroom using the toilet. I looked in the toilet bowl and saw blood in the water. I panicked. I started to cry. I didn't know what to do. Should I tell my mom or my teacher? Was I dying? And to top it all off, I was starring in a play that day. Well, here's the scoop. The very extraordinary thing happening to my body was actually really normal. That's right. Periods are normal. So what's a period? For most people who have a uterus, a period happens when the lining of their uterus is shed and it leaves their body. Another cool word for period is menstruation. Okay, so what's a uterus? Who gets a period? Why does it happen? And when does it start? Let me explain. A uterus, also known as a womb, is a hollow muscular organ located inside people with a female reproductive system. The female reproductive system has a lot of responsibilities, including providing a person's body with the ability to have a baby. If your body has a uterus and ovaries, you will usually have a period. Ovaries are also part of the female reproductive system. And most kids who are assigned female at birth are born with a uterus and ovaries. You can be a female person, an intersex person, a non-binary person, or a transgender person and have a period. Periods happen when hormones in the ovaries send messages throughout the body. Hormones are chemical messengers released by the organs in the body to tell it what to do. They're how the body talks to itself. A person's emotions can feel bigger and their mood can change because of their hormones. Hormones tell the uterus to shed its lining when it isn't needed to support a growing embryo. The lining includes blood and something called the endometrium. There's more about embryos and other cool stuff at the back of the book. It can look kind of weird when it leaves the body, but it's also perfectly normal. Periods can sometimes start as early as 7, 8, or 9 years old, or as late as 15, 16, or 17. Periods can last for a few days for some people and longer for others. Periods are normal. Every body is different. This is a lot of information, right? I bet you have all sorts of questions like, am I going to get a period at some point? Will it happen for the rest of my life? Does it hurt? What can people do while on their period? If you have a uterus, yep, you're likely going to get a period. Periods can happen for a long time, but not for the rest of your life. It's different for everyone. You may be uncomfortable, your skin might break out, your body may feel tender or bloated, you may be extra tired, or have headaches, you may have mood swings, or you may have trouble sleeping. And you can still do everything you did before you got your first period. I could still star in the play. Honestly, I wish I knew more about my body when my period started. When I first got my period, I didn't want anyone to know. I was worried something was wrong with me. I felt embarrassed to carry things to catch and absorb the blood, like tampons and pads, or let anyone else see them. Any time I was on my period, I would worry about the blood seeping through what I was wearing. In fact, I still do. I was afraid of someone seeing it and making fun of me. By the way, there are a lot of other products now, like period underpants, menstrual cups, and more. I still worry about that sometimes. I had a lot of questions like, do I smell funny? Am I gross? I felt so much shame. And to make it all worse, I felt like it was never okay to talk about. Even though my mom tried, I still felt weird and awkward. I wish I had asked more questions then. But kids, I hope you know, periods are cool. Not only are they cool, but they're totally okay to talk about. And if you get a period, find a grown-up you feel comfortable talking to about it. A family member, a caregiver, or your doctor. There's absolutely nothing to feel ashamed about. Just like your body needs to poop or pee, if you have a uterus and ovaries, a period is part of your body's natural process. And having a period means you belong to an incredible community which shares some of the same experiences. In fact, on average, there will be 800 million people around the world on their period on any given day. Look it up. It's true. Periods are normal. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. If you see someone making people feel bad about their period, say something. Use your voice, stand up for yourself, and stand up to bullies. People can do anything on their period. Because periods are powerful. Period.